Hi. It's now common knowledge that I've resigned from UKIP in what was one of the saddest and most disappointing things that I've ever had to do. But the reasons I did it have been laid out in my resignation letter. However, it would appear from the comments and messages I've received that not all of those reasons have become perfectly clear. So I want to answer some of those in this video and then leave it and get on with what I'm doing, which is pursuing Brexit for the rest of my mandate, and allow UKIP to get on with what they're doing. First of all, I want to say a massive thank you to all the well wishes and kind messages of support and thanks and friendship I've received. It's been really touching, and thank you so much for your kindness. What has been a difficult time for me. Really, really appreciate all of those kind words. I genuinely do. Thank you to all of you. I understand why so many of them were done privately, because you don't want to get the backlash from certain segments of the party, but thank you very much. Now, some of the criticism I've had, and it starts from Gerard's standard cut and paste reply that he puts to everyone who resigns in protest at his leadership, is that maybe I should resign as an MEP and give the seat back to UKIP. Let me address that. If I had left UKIP to go and join the Labour Party, Conservatives, or Liberals, or any other pro-EU organisation, if I'd suddenly had a huge conversion to the EU, or even to the Chequers plan, and I wanted to speak differently, there would be a strong argument. But what I'm actually doing is staying true to my mandate. I'm remaining within the FDD group, the same group as UKIP in the European Parliament, under the leadership of Nigel Farage. I'm voting the same way as UKIP in the European Parliament, despite the fact that I haven't been furnished with voting lists for some time now. I still follow the party line because that is the line I was elected to. The FDD group remains as UKIP once was. I have not left UKIP, UKIP has left me domestically. So, I'm fulfilling my mandate. One of the reasons for leaving was so that I could actually fulfill my mandate and talk about the things and behave in the way and say the things that I was elected for. Not this new direction which is so openly and publicly being taken by the unelected leader of UKIP. So I will not be resigning my MEP seat. I will continue to represent the views I was elected for. That closes the matter. I will not be. Some people have suggested that the reason for my resignation is something to do with Tommy Robinson. Let me put the record straight. It is nothing to do with Tommy Robinson. I myself first hit the headlines some time ago now for being an anti-political correctness campaigner. I've been to demonstrations against child grooming gangs in the West Midlands. I've actually spoken on a platform with the Democratic Football Lads Alliance, and again, it's nothing to do with them either. I've got nothing against them. I would have continued to speak at their rallies and still would. It's just that I'm no longer invited, perhaps due to the influence of the UKIP leader, I don't know. But I don't have an issue with these people. I think Tommy Robinson makes a really valuable contribution towards public life, highlights a lot of really important issues. I don't always agree with how he goes about it and the wording, but I think his voice is important and needs to be heard. And quite frankly, he's far sharper and more persuasive than Gerard Batten. So I have no issue with Tommy Robinson. I want to make that absolutely clear. This is nothing to do with Tommy Robinson, Football Lads Alliance, Democratic Football Lads Alliance, whomsoever. It is entirely to do with the style, approach and direction of Gerard Batten's leadership in UKIP. Now, there have been a lot of personal attacks on social media and privately. Slurs, I'm not going to address them. This is poor politics and it's just not the kind of thing that is warranted to discuss. I'm not going to talk about those things. I'm going to get on with the business. We've got a few months to save Brexit, to get real independence. I'm going to focus on that. So, to all of those who have wished me well, thank you so much. To everyone remaining within UKIP who has a libertarian leaning, I say to you, keep up the good fight. Don't let anyone grind you down. And maybe when March comes around, it may be time to make a stand to stop this direction. I'm sorry I've tried for a long time now to stand against it myself. I felt I couldn't do it anymore. But I wish you well, and I wish UKIP well. I have no animosity towards the party or its members. I simply could not continue my mandate on the things I'd been elected to speak about and say within the current direction of the party. I wish you all well, and from here on in, there'll be positive news from me about the ongoing fight for independence. Thank you.